And welcome back, fellow adventurers, to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. Just so everyone knows, I actually did miss 2 of the Hala statues from last video, but I went ahead and got them, so we're all good, and we're still standing at 97% court approval. So we're still en route to the ending that I'm hoping for. Also, for those maybe wondering why there was an edit in the last video, it was mostly just because I was wandering around in the gardens and the apartments and I got myself lost, so I wanted to just cut some out of that, just to make it not quite so boring. We're going to check out the trophy room really quick, and then that will be the last thing we have to do before we go to the Royal Wing, which is where the mission will end. So let's talk with the guards.
Is it true what they say? You're the Inquisitor, are you not? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
Some of those might have gone a bit far.
I told you, Philippe. Not everyone fights an archdemon and lives to tell. It's an inspiration.
If you'd like, Commander Cullen could give you all the details of that battle. He's in the ballroom.
Really? But I shouldn't leave my post.
You'd only be gone a moment.
Philippe, the world is coming to an end. If we don't hear this story now, we'll never have a chance.
You're right. Thank you, Inquisitor. Let's go.
Poor Cullen's gonna have to deal with more people asking for his attention.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
We have a Hala statue here. Philippe, move in on the western ring of the palace when I send you 3 shots of brandy. Not taking any chances, Gaspard. Once again, we're not a rogue, so we can't unlock the door over there. Oh, our inventory's full. Ah, well. Fortunately, I don't think the Halas take up our inventory. Alright. So now we should have enough Hala statues to finish the quest once I get the 4 that should be in the Royal Wing. And let's see. Oh, I guess I should mention, because I did do that off camera. When I got the extra Hala statues, I went and got an elven locket that belonged to Briala. And it's not something that you have to do for this particular outcome that I'm looking for. But what you can do, if you'd like, just for some extra dialogue here, is when you have the elven locket, you can talk to both Briala about it and the ladies-in-waiting.
Do you enjoy music, Commander?
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
Yep.
Is there something we may do for you?
We do so enjoy speaking with you. We will speak to the Empress on your behalf.
I made a fascinating discovery. An elven locket in the Empress's vault.
Oh dear. That is very interesting.
I'll get Her Majesty.
Ah, so now we can talk to Celine directly.
Inquisitor, I regret that we did not have time to speak earlier. No doubt you have questions about many things.
I found an elven locket sealed in the palace vault. You must have considered it quite valuable.
It was sentimental. I don't know why I kept it. It was a foolish thing to do.
What made the 2 of you part ways?
She wanted change, and she thought I should deliver it. My word is law, Inquisitor, but laws don't command people's hearts. Culture does not transform itself overnight. I failed her. I should have dared more. But the past, like so many things, is beyond my command.
Maybe you kept it because you still care for Briala.
Perhaps I do. But I cannot put her above all the people of my empire. Dispose of the locket however you like. It means nothing to me.
That sounds like a completely insincere statement. Alright, now we can also talk to Briala about it. Just need to remember where she was. That's Iron Bowl. Oh, okay, just behind. Oh, that's convenient. Dun, dun, dun. There you are.
We meet again. Given any thought to what I said?
I found an elven locket hidden among Celine's things. This isn't yours, is it?
Let me see that. She kept this. What was she thinking? If Gaspard had found this, it would have ruined her.
So, this did belong to you.
It was my mother's. Carved from Vinadal wood. I gave it to Celine in happier times. She held on to it.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
So that's the dialogue that you can only get when you find the elven locket. Of course, because we had to use 3 Hala statues to get into the vault to get that locket, I need to find all 4 in the Royal Wing. But that's okay. All right. Guest wing. Vestibule. Well, since there's only one more stash for Red Jenny stash to get, might as well just go down and get it. Oh, can't go that way. Get it on the other side? Or are those... No, those are still cordoned off. Well, I guess you'd have to do some more sneaking around to get down there.
Interesting.
Well, that is the Royal Wing, which is where we are going to have to go eventually. Never mind. It's really not that important. That's just a small little completionist voice inside my head. Alright, once again we have to re-equip everything, although fortunately, at least for our companions, they still have everything properly equipped. I wish they would fix it so that you wouldn't have to do this all the time. Okay, we are on the lookout for Hala statues. We need 4 more.
Even Liliana thought this place was dangerous, and you wanted to just walk in here. This party is looking up.
Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody? Anybody?
That's where we need to get in.
Get back!
Whoa. Go Aurora.
Thank you.
Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Briala told you to come to this wing of the palace?
Not personally. The ambassador can't be seen talking to the servants. We get coded messages at certain locations, but the order came from her. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No surprise she wanted someone to search his sister's room.
This wing is sealed. How did you get in here?
Easy. The door was unlocked. One of the others probably handled it.
Which is, of course, how we got in, too.
Is there anyone else who knows the code and the drop location who could have written those orders?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but... No. No one else would send me here. It had to be Briala.
So this room belongs to Grand Duchess Floriane?
It used to. This had been her private room in Halam Shiral since she was a child. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to the guest wing.
What were you trying to find in Floriane's old room?
The message didn't say. I should have known it was a setup.
It takes great courage to come to the royal wing unarmed.
It's not courage to blindly follow Briala's orders into a trap. I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Would you be willing to testify to that, if I asked?
Absolutely. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Knew it. I did. And I bet the hates made it feel real good.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Alright, so we have something to blackmail Briala with. Now we need something to blackmail Gaspard with, and Celine with. And our devious plans will come to fruition. Alright, after looking around in the royal wing some more, I found enough holostatues to open this door. And we have the Empress's private quarters. Gotta be picky about what I put in my inventory here. Okay.
What happened?
It's not what it looks like. Honestly, I would have preferred it if it were what it looks like. The Empress led me to believe I would be rewarded for betraying the Grand Duke. This was not what I hoped for.
You're telling me that Empress Celine left you naked and trussed like a roast duck?
Please, I beg you, don't tell Gaspard. The Empress beguiled me into giving her information about plans for troop movements in the palace tonight. She knows everything. Everything. The Duke's surprise attack has been countered before it ever began. She's turned it into a trap. The moment he strikes, she'll have him arrested for treason.
She'll be all prim, but here's you with your bits out.
Classic, honeypot.
Clever Celine. Even I'm impressed.
I'll protect you from Gaspard if you're willing to testify about Celine's trap.
I'll do anything. Anything.
Do they even like being so... like they are? Ugh.
Sarah's disgusted with the nobles as usual. So now we have blackmail material on Briala and blackmail material on Celine. So now we just need some final blackmail material on Gaspard. And that is over here.
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
I fear I'm a bit busy at the moment, if you were looking for a dance partner.
Yes, I see that. Such a pity you did not save one final dance for me. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Ah. So Corypheus' assassin finally unmasks herself.
Why kill the Empress? What does Corypheus want to achieve?
Celine's death is a stepping stone on the path to a better world. Corypheus will enter the Black City and claim the godhood waiting for him. We will cast down your useless maker and usher in a united world, guided by the hand of an attentive god.
You're Orlesian royalty. Why would you help Corypheus attack your empire?
You think so small, Inquisitor. Why settle for an empire when Corypheus will remake the entire world? I admit, I will relish the look on Gaspard's face when he realizes I've outplayed him. He always was a sore loser.
What exactly is in this for you?
The world, of course. I'll deliver the entire south of Thedas, and Corypheus will save me. When he has ascended to godhood, I will rule all Thedas in his name.
You won't get away with this, Florian.
But I already have. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill her. Bring me the marked hand as proof. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
All right. So we need to seal the rift here. You know, I will say this for Alexius. He was serving Corypheus, but the main reason was that he feared for his son's life. Here we just have a fanatic who wants to rule everything. Much more standard, evil mustache kind of villain. So, don't nearly have as much possible sympathy for her as I would have for Alexius. Almost cleaned up here. And one more rift sealed.
Andraste's tits, what was all that? Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
Good eye. Those were definitely demons.
Maker bless me. Demons? How could there be demons in the fucking Winter Palace? I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard lured you out here.
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it? And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Your accent sounds Ferelden. I thought you were one of Gaspard's mercenaries.
Born and raised in Denerim. Seems like I should have stayed there. The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinking punsy cheesemongers.
I believe that's actually the same voice actor who voiced Chancellor Roderick.
Want a new job? One that pays better. The Inquisition can always use a good mercenary company.
You hiring? I'm game. Anything's better than this bullshit. You want me to talk to the Empress, or the court, or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
Almost have enough influence for another perk. And that was our last piece of blackmail material that we needed. So finally we have everything in place. This is definitely one of the, well, I should say if you want a specific outcome, this is one of the trickier missions to get done, as you might expect from all the edits you've been seeing in the videos compared to how often I usually cut videos. Okay. I think over here is, yeah, I thought this was a dead end. Just some coin. So we need to go the other way, which I think is somewhere either this side or the other. Yeah, it's this side. Fight our way through some guards here. We need to get back to Cullen and let him know that we're ready to move on. Kind of bringing everything to a crucible, so to speak. It's a chantry chapel here.
Get ready!
There's the Harlequin. Now, I don't know for sure whether that's just another assassin. I guess there are multiple Harlequins. Because we kicked one out the window, and I'm not sure whether that one was implied that she died or not. Certainly was a funny scene, though. Ah, that goes out to the gardens. I think we want to go this way. Codex, in case you'd like to read it. There we go. I don't think we have any hollow statues left for this. Yeah. So if you're not interested in the ending that I am shooting for, then you can use the hollow statues there to take a shortcut. Ah, here we go, Grand Ballroom. Surprise.
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
Alright, now, normally you only have these two options here, where you save Celine's life, and then you have to fight the Duchess by exposing her. Or you allow the Empress to die by the Duchess, and thus this will elevate Grand Duke Gaspard. But if you have 85 or higher court approval, you get this option. Publicly expose the Duchess's crimes to the court, and thus avoid all further bloodshed. And this actually bypasses a final boss fight, which I don't think has actually ever been a possibility before in a Dragon Age game. I think this is a first.
Wait here, Cullen. I'm going to have a word with the Grand Duchess.
What? There's no time. The Empress will begin her speech any moment.
We owe the court one more show, Your Grace.
Inquisitor.
The eyes of every noble in the Empire are upon us, Your Grace. Remember to smile. This is your party. You wouldn't want them to think you had lost control.
Who would not be delighted to speak with you, Inquisitor?
I seem to recall you saying, all I needed was to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. When your archers failed to kill me in the garden, I feared you wouldn't save me this last dance. It's so easy to lose your good graces. You even framed your brother for the murder of a council emissary. It was an ambitious plan. Celine, Gaspard, the entire Council of Heralds, all your enemies under one roof.
This is very entertaining, but you do not imagine anyone believes your wild stories?
That will be a matter for a judge to decide, cousin.
Gaspard? You cannot believe this. You know I would never... Gaspard?
Now, you can still end up killing her, which is what you can also do if you fight her. But here we can just have her taken away, and perhaps provide some other judgment later.
You lost this fight ages ago, Your Grace. You're just the last to find out. Your Imperial Majesty, I think we should speak in private, elsewhere.
Your sister attempted regicide in front of the entire court, Gaspard.
You're the spy master. If anyone knew this atrocity was coming, it was you.
You don't deny your involvement.
I do deny it. I knew nothing of Florian's plans. But you knew it all and did nothing.
I don't know which is better. That you think I'm all-seeing, or that you're trying so hard to play innocent, and failing.
Enough! We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
And we have the second part here, depending on what kind of evidence you have. You can try to pin things on Gaspard with his blackmail material, or try to pin stuff on Briala. You can also try to work things out so that Briala ends up joining with either Celine or even Gaspard. However, since we have blackmail on all three of them, and as long as you have court approval higher than 50, you can use this option, saying all of you are lousy people and you need to stop fighting right now.
Every one of you is implicated. You all conspired to allow this to happen.
That's a bold claim, Inquisitor. Are you prepared to defend it?
You allowed the Grand Duke to sneak soldiers in, hoping he'd make a politically foolish move.
That's duplicitous, even for you, Celine.
You took the bait. I met your mercenary captain, Your Grace. He says you were ready to attack tonight.
Clever move. If you were trying to get hanged for treason.
And Briala was playing both of you. She murdered your ambassadors and sent you each forged letters.
Even if I did, you can't touch me.
No one will defend you once it's revealed that you and Celine were lovers when she burned Halam Shiral's alienage.
You've made your point. What do you want?
You are three of the best minds in the Empire. You could do so much for Orlais and your people if you stopped fighting.
It is remarkably optimistic to believe that the three of us could ever forget our differences, Inquisitor.
I cannot believe you want to make a speech. This is foolish.
We have no choice. The nobility requires an answer for what happened.
Unless you want to pretend the war was all a dream. That would go over well. No more dithering. We make the cut swift and clean. Kindest to all of us.
Lords and ladies of the court, we are pleased to announce that an accord has been reached. Our cousin Gaspard will now hold a place of honor in our cabinet.
Friends, we assembled are the leaders of the Empire. We must set the example for all Thedas. We cannot be at war with each other, while the Fade itself challenges our borders.
We must stand united or surely we will fall alone.
There will be no second chance for us. We cannot afford to be divided.
We will bury our dead, tend our wounded, and ready ourselves for the next charge, as all true Orlesians must.
But tonight, we celebrate the arrival of peace. Let the festivities commence!
The Orlesian nobility make drunken toasts to your victory, and yet you are not present to hear them. Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor? 'Tis most fickle, after all your efforts on their behalf.
I would have stayed, but the punch ran dry. Scandalous.
Indeed. Let us see if you take this piece of news as poorly. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Celine wishes to offer you any and all aid, including mine. Congratulations.
Oh, we get to have Morgan join us over at Skyhold then.
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Celine knows you face an opponent who wields great magical power, which is far more important than her own curiosity. You will require my knowledge if you are to defeat such magic. Regardless, Corypheus is a threat to Orlais and to myself. Thus, I am not opposed to the appointment.
What skills do you have that would benefit us?
I have knowledge which falls beyond the realm of most mages. I suspect this is also true of Corypheus, thus it behooves you to add to your arcane arsenal, yes? Mundane knowledge will not bring the rift in the sky to a close, after all.
When you say knowledge beyond the realm of most mages, do you mean blood magic?
I know many obscure, forgotten, and forbidden arts. Some of it you might consider blood magic, yes? Should thought of that frighten you, allow me to offer reassurance. Knowledge alone does no harm. What I possess I place at your disposal, to make use of or ignore as you desire.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
Is everything all right? You look troubled.
I'm just worn out. Tonight has been very long.
It was a tumultuous evening, but Orlais is safe now. It was worth the struggle. Is there anything I can do? Can I get you anything? A drink, perhaps?
Would you care to dance with me, Lady Josephine?
I would love to, my lady.